UN inspectors arrive in the southern Ukrainian city of Zaporizhzhia on a mission to prevent a nuclear accident at the Russian-held power plant.
My mission is a technical mission. It's a mission that seeks to prevent a nuclear accident.
A British man has been killed while volunteering as a medic in Ukraine. The family of Craig McIntosh are now crowdfunding to bring his body back to his hometown of Norfolk.
Our correspondent Hugo Bachega is in Kyiv. Hugo, morning to you. What more do we know about this family?
Morning, Naga. So we understand Craig McIntosh was volunteering as a medic. He died last week. We don't know the details about what happened, but his family has set up a page to raise money for his body to be repatriated to the UK. And his sister Lorna described him as a war hero, a selfless man who died in the line of duty. Now, a spokesperson for the Foreign Office said, "We are supporting the family of a British man who's died in Ukraine and are in contact with the local authorities." And this morning, I can say that the page set up by his family has managed to raise enough money for his body to be repatriated to the UK.
So as summer holidays draw to a close for many families, normality and structure can resume. But in Ukraine, less than half of schools are ready to welcome pupils back for the new academic year.
Many sites are still in need of extensive repairs and don't have a bomb shelter close enough to reopen safely. Here's more from our Ukraine correspondent, James Waterhouse.
This is Irpin Lyceum number 3, a school once on the front line, used by both Ukrainian and Russian troops in the fight for Kyiv, now wounded from war and empty of children since February. This new term, a fraction, will be returning.
It was my favorite place because I'm a sportsman and trainer of wrestling.
Stanislav, a director here, reckons at least 40 shells hit the building.
Будівля може бути відновлена і
The building needs to be renovated. We're looking for the money to do that. It could take up to a year.
If you want to see what this war has done to people, look how 9-year-old Daniil reacts to something crashing in the background. His mum Marina is desperate to get him back to school.
Боїться. Він десь до 2 тижнів мовчав.
He is scared. He didn't speak for 2 weeks. He would scream, "Rockets, rockets!" and he still doesn't sleep well. I hug him and say, "Mom is with you and she'll never leave you."
For so many families, at the end of summer, September means returning to normality, routine, and a chance to see friends again. But for the 2,000 pupils here, and many more across Ukraine, they're going to be denied that, and will be for some time.
In the Kyiv region, 3/4 of schools are ready to welcome pupils back, but the majority want to be taught remotely. Not this family.
We want a proper future for our children, and that depends on their education. We want them to have in-person communication with their peers and not through the screen. We've already done online schooling because of COVID, and we don't want to do it again because of the war.
I'm more scared of my new teacher than I am of the war, says Andrei. The authorities are keen to show that they're ready to welcome back a generation forever changed by this war. James Waterhouse, BBC News in Kyiv.
It's one of those things you see the big picture and then you see it at school, can't go back, and the problems it's causing really brings it home.